Hello and welcome back to the Nerd Fusion podcast. Today is Sunday, September 20th, and this is episode 23.
Woo!
And we got 4 out of 5 of us here today. Paz is missing.
He's gone. He died today.
As he put it, Andrea is about to pop anytime.
Yeah, that was weird. I was like, what do you mean she's gonna pop? That kid, though.
That's how babies are born. Just
apparently, maybe that's a Canadian thing.
Wait, doesn't like a stork bring the baby to the family?
No, not in Canada. They pop
in a bubble and then pop.
Oh, it's different in Canada. Okay, so okay.
It's a Canadian thing.
My parents told me that my parents told me that the stork brings the baby to the family, and that's how babies are born.
Yeah, well, God, doesn't it suck knowing that your parents just lied to you?
No. I mean, that's kind of what parenthood is about, right?
I think it's about lying and getting.
You lie about everything until they're old enough to figure it out on their own.
Oh my God! What a horrible idea.
I mean,
did we just define parenthood as this one giant lie?
Don't you want to tell them the truth? I mean, I guess it's like grade school. Like they teach you. Oh, Christopher Columbus was the nicest person ever when he came to the Americas.
You can be anything
Thomas
you
Edison
want.
was not a douchebag.
No, they were all the greatest people ever.
You want to be an astronaut? You can do it. It's like, a little more complicated than that, I think.
Don't you want to go back and just punch your guidance counselor?
Most likely, I'm going to be working at a grocery store for 4 years, and then possibly a waiter. It's like...
I'm also picturing the coach that taught health class in the movie Mean Girls.
Mean Girls is a good movie. Let's just be real here for a second.
Please tell me you know the scene that I'm talking about.
I mean, I've never seen it, so...
You've never seen Mean Girls?
Oh!
Okay.
That was worth clipping the microphone.
Would you stop popping these damn microphones?
You know what? It's worth it for Mean Girls, I think. Yeah.
No,
okay, we're going to have to watch Mean Girls in here.
We are going to force Sevetus to watch Mean Girls.
I don't understand.
You have to watch it.
I'm pretty sure it's a chick flick.
It is.
It's not. It's sort of.
It's so funny that even men can laugh at it. It's very good.
I mean, it's a movie about girls, but I wouldn't call it a chick flick. It's more of a high school,
Oh, God. Just where I want to go.
More of a high school comedy, yeah.
It's written by Tina Fey. It's her comedy. If
she's
like her at all.
Is that supposed to convince me to?
Yeah, I don't know
if you're a fan of her or not.
I like a good Tina.
No, but there's a coach. There's a coach.
Not like that. Isn't Tina? Isn't Tina's another name for a drug or something?
I don't know, but I'm just imagining.
Are you thinking of Molly?
I'm pretty sure Tina is a drug.
Tina and Molly are the same thing. They're the same names.
Wait,
They're both
are they?
ecstasy.
Really? I had never heard Tina.
There you go. Like women's name, they're all ecstasy. Mm-hmm. Michelle.
That's weird.
My bell.
How did that even come around? How does Tina become the name for Molly?
It's just a code name. Like you don't want the cops to catch on. You say, "Oh, you want some Tina?" Although it's kind of weird to ask for Tina.
Yeah.
Like as an object.
Way
to objectify women, drug dealers. I don't think that's what's on their mind.
Why is everything we're talking about is reminding me of shows right now? So, Mr. Robot, there's a drug dealer in there that gets busted because he puts his whole operation on Twitter. In code that he thinks the cops will never figure out.
I never even heard of that. Mr. Robot is a movie?
You have never heard of Mr. Robot.
No?
It's a TV show.
Mr. Robot is a TV show which aired its pilot live on Twitch recently.
Like 3 or 4 months ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I see.
It is one of my favorite TV shows of all time.
And where does it come on?
Freaking amazing. USA Network.
Oh.
It's on Amazon.
Amazon.
You can get it on Amazon Video.
Live.
We watched it on Dan's Amazon account because we're always buying movies on
Dan
Dan's
left
Dan's account.
He left his account logged
I need
in.
to log that out.
Yeah, he left it logged in.
Oh no! You spent his money.
Here's the thing: on the TV, the Amazon TV, you have to put in the 5-digit PIN code. I couldn't figure it out. Birthday, dick size. I couldn't figure it out. Right?
You've tried
yes.
to just
Yes.
Oh my God.
So. On the Amazon Fire, there's no security code. Once you put in the one click, you're done.
Wait. I thought that's what you were talking about.
No, the TV has its own Amazon thing.
The actual television.
Has a thing
What do you
built
mean
in.
the television has its own?
Our television has Netflix, has Amazon.
Oh, it's like one of these new smart TV kind of things.
Which pretty much all TVs are like nowadays.
I need to check my bill.
Yeah, no kidding. Are you sure that this is
Amazon,
legit?
The Amazon Fire does not actually make you type in a PIN code. So we ordered The Shining, and it was like no PIN code.
So how did you get a Fire? Oh, you have both?
No, he got the fire.
It's Dan's fire.
Oh, you ordered The Shining that we watched the other night. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh.
That was
How nice of
awesome.
me.
You play.
How nice of me.
This is how Dan watches movies, everyone.
That is
All
awesome.
of us are in the same, got popcorn and blankets watching movies, and Dan's over there on his iPad playing Hearthstone. The entire fucking
I've
time.
seen The Shining a million
You are
times.
addicted to Hearthstone. That's okay to be addicted to Hearthstone.
I like Hearthstone.
Hearthstone.
It's Hearth.
I say
I
Hearth.
feel like Hearth is probably more like
I say
proper.
Hearth because I always thought it was called hearthing, like you're gonna you hearth back to like the inn or whatever.
Yeah, you hearth back.
Yeah, but if it's Hearth, so now I just say Hearthstone.
Wait, which is it? Which is it actually?
Pretty sure it's Hearthstone.
I have always said hearth, but I have no idea.
I've said Hearth, and I thought it was right, but now I'm questioning myself.
We could watch the trailer and figure it out, but I don't know. I've only seen it written.
What do they
World of
say?
Warcraft.
Welcome back to Hearthstone. It's like something like that.
They never
but
say
that's like
it in the
goblin.
game.
No, he doesn't say welcome back to Hearthstone. He just says like,
Ooh, it's cold out there. That kind of, what?
Oh, welcome
But it's warm in here.
oh god, we got to figure out how to not pop these mics.
We just gotta get a good compressor.
eventually.
We gotta get.
Or any compressor.
I have one in the
there's
room.
compressors.
Hey, for the record though, I feel like our production quality is continuing to go up.
Yeah.
It is.
Today
It
we're
is.
all using
Slowly.
wireless microphones.
This is the first
got-
time we've used these, so we don't actually know.
We haven't EQ'd them at all. They're literally the EQs are full vertical, so there's no
They
EQ.
are. We didn't make them Waffles version of sexy, which is just max out the bass.
Do you want to? Can I just? Which one's mine? All right, you ready
one
for
is-
this? All right.
You're this one, right?
All right,
What's on your thing? There's a number I put on all these because I'm
this
like,
is
brilliant.
number 4. All right, here we
see?
go. This is my version of sexy all the way up. Oh, hey, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Giant Waffle.
Why are you making that face?
And I'm here.
It's the face.
I have never been softer.
You know, that's the point. Literally, I love how the bass is all the way up.
Okay, no.
No,
it's
all right,
true.
fine, whatever.
I actually used your studio at home a couple days ago, and
Which
'cause
one?
Where you've been casting at home.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so Waffle wasn't home,
Yep.
and I was watching someone stream on Twitch, and they were like, "Hey, Bacon, you should hop into Skype." And I'm like, "Let's see, I've got a crappy laptop or Waffle Studio down the hall." So I went in and
I need to teach you.
I logged Waffle out of Skype and logged
That's
myself
why
in.
I was logged out
Yes.
of Skype. I was like, what the hell? Why am I logged out of Skype? I have no idea.
Oh, you just hijacked his computer?
Yeah, I just hopped
okay.
in there, and so then I joined the Skype call, and I was like, "Holy crap, the bass!" He had the bass turned up so freaking
It
high on
sounds
his mixer.
so good. It sounds so good on the condenser mic.
It really doesn't.
I don't know. I love it. At least you figured it out. At least I had it still on for you because
Yeah.
there's like 8 buttons you have to hit.
It took me a minute. I couldn't figure out how to monitor my own voice, so I just turned on the Windows system monitor for the mic, and then turned it off when I was done.
It should just go through the headphones, through the
Wasn't.
phones port.
Totally wasn't.
Well, you broke something. Good job.
My mic's still on?
Yeah, it's on.
Okay, all right.
You know, first day issues.
Yeah.
No, but
the
these
things.
mics
I
are
like 'em.
awesome. I can't wait to
Use
these
them.
for more things. I tweeted a picture of them.
You did.
Yeah, just before we got started, so that's cool.
So check
Only
his
thing
Twitter.
I don't like is that they're all battery operated. Well, I mean, like,
I mean,
for
that's
a station,
kind of
I
the
don't-
do a
point.
wireless
No.
one.
The receivers. The receivers are battery.
Oh,
operated.
you can get things
Yeah,
that make them
this-
not.
you could get
but
stands, the good
I
ones.
prefer them this way.
Usually have stands in them. It's nice.
I
that way.
definitely prefer them this way.
Yeah.
The also new in our conference room here is the whiteboard.
We have a donger.
yeah.
We have the first official office donger on the wall.
I thought it was going to be a surprise. Like, I did this a couple nights ago and I didn't tell anybody, so that during the podcast you'd be like, "Oh my god, it's a whiteboard!" Because I was like, these are the little things that
know what's
make
nice
me
about
happy. Is
wireless
surprising you
microphones?
guys with a fucking whiteboard.
I can actually stand up with
So-
wireless microphones, and I can draw more dongers.
yeah, Waffle
on the-
just walked
okay.
across the
I'm
room.
gonna
and
keep
now
drawing.
he's adding donger number 2.
All right, this is gonna be the accurate length of my
Well,
donger.
fortunately for you, Seb, I have to walk in here to turn on the AC. So.
Oh, is that how you found it?
I saw
Oh
it.
shoot,
We're
that's
gonna
why.
we're gonna put some.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Putting some stuff on here. We're gonna make that like
Putting
really
some
vascular
stuff.
vein. You know when you're really pumped and everything,
Uh-huh.
and then just. I'm gonna draw Seb. I need your face reference.
What?
I'm gonna draw. You have okay. I'm just gonna.
He's still it's art hour on the audio podcast.
Yeah, this is like watching Bob Ross.
Can you draw a happy little bush?
Just a happy. We're gonna. You know what? We got this.
Bob Ross Audio Edition. I'm not sure how well that would have gone over on PBS.
All right. I'm drawing Sev's face currently. If you guys can't tell, feel free to converse about whatever you feel like. This is necessary.
Yeah, well, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You got inspired by your artistic.
I actually did this in Minecraft. I remember.
Yeah.
I made a giant diamond dong.
Yeah, you did.
Well,
That would jizz.
because I spent 40 hours doing a pixel art of Sevidus's face.
That was a surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was moving, I think, from Texas back to Hawaii,
Uh-huh.
and then you did that, and then
That was like
was
was like 250,000 blocks or so.
yeah,
And I put up a big, huge
did,
sand
yeah.
wall, so you had to flip.
which
a
actually
lever.
worked.
Yeah.
Did you ever test that?
I mean, I tested a smaller version of it.
That's funny. And then Waffle duped a bunch of diamond blocks. And he was like, I want to make a dick with this. I'm like, well, why don't you do it in front of my face?
You weren't supposed to tell. I actually did ask you for permission
You
before I
did, yeah, you did.
Because I didn't want to ruin Bacon's 40 hours or whatever of work on his face.
I mean, I didn't see it as ruining it. I saw it as enhancing.
Literally,
picture.
I duped so many diamond blocks.
Yeah.
That dick was massive. That was a massive.
It took a lot of time. It was a big project.
It was like probably a 4-hour stream of me just placing diamond blocks, and I had to like do calculations to figure out where the spheres were going to collide, and then put the cylinder in the middle.
Dicks take a lot more
was a
time
lot.
in Minecraft to build than you
The dick
think.
geometry is not easy to calculate.
Dichometry?
Dichometry.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a thing now.
So,
Speaking of dicks.
Dan?
I don't know if you guys have noticed, like, there's a football game today.
Yeah, I'm going to a bar tonight, and it's going to be...
That's not here.
Nope.
And
Lambeau
yet,
Field.
It's
yet
going to be...
everybody out there is just going fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, see, I moved here from Wisconsin.
Yep.
And tonight,
Are you used to this? The Green Bay, yeah.
Green
It's the
Bay
Packers.
is playing Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like everyone on both sides of my world is going crazy over this.
Yeah.
I mean, I lived in Washington, D.C. with the Redskins. I lived in Hawaii where there was the Pro Bowl. Okay, so there's no team. Anyway, point is, I've been around
surfing competitions.
I've been around like professional teams, but this is like a whole nother level.
You go into
of crazy.
Yeah. You go into the grocery store, they have like an aisle just for like paraphernalia for the Seahawks. And
I've
everything.
never ever seen like football gear in a supermarket.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
oh, I
understand.
have.
And it's not like a
Ever.
small section; it's a big section. They have like
Yeah.
kids' clothes, they have socks, whatever you want.
Never seen that before.
Yeah.
No, I mean you wanna talk about merch. Football teams, they know their merch.
And it felt
Yeah,
like
but
good-
in a grocery, and people are there trying it on.
yeah.
Oh sure.
Like there's no dressing rooms in it, so people are just going at it. They take off their shirt, and I'm like, ooh, this is gross. This maybe you shouldn't do this right here out in the open, right next to the
No,
bank.
it's real. Like iconic for Wisconsin sports fans is the cheese head hats. You can buy those at the grocery store.
Do you think they come like a bundle with actual cheese? Because that would make me buy it. Just for the cheese.
I have legit seen that before. Yeah.
I'm sure they have to have some sort of bundle.
I legit
Buy
have seen
cheese, get a cheese head.
like the cheese hat upside
Okay.
down, so that the part where your head goes in is
It's like full of cheese.
filled
This is
with
why
an assortment.
Savage
Yep.
is the CEO of the
Yeah.
company.
I'm
And
dead
If that
serious,
didn't
I've seen
exist,
that
I would have
before.
patented it right now, and we'd make a lot more money. Yeah, I think.
we should just adapt to the other markets that make no sense for us whatsoever. Just like we should just like
Oh, maybe we should just
like-
make our own cheese.
like designer cheese,
Oh,
designer
God.
like firewood, our own like pencils or something. I,
I
don't
mean,
know.
What is designer firewood?
Sevidus has
And
become
why did
addicted
that come to your mind?
You
branded
have never
merchandise.
You've never been to Portland, have you?
I've been to Portland, but not for designer
It's out-
stuff you're gonna burn.
It's out there. It's out there.
What do they do? Like spray elk essence on it?
Well, it's firewood that you're not gonna burn. Like it's like you want to use it like on like as like an actual piece for the room.
So then it's not firewood. It's just wood.
I mean,
Wood
just,
sculpture.
it's just wood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a wood sculpture.
It's I don't know. I don't know how to explain this. I'm not trying to defend it. It just exists, and I want you to know that.
Okay. Well, I now I know this.
There's a lot of things that exist.
Well,
that
if you can put a Neffy on it, Sevidus will probably buy one.
I will. I've been pretty obsessed with like
we should
putting our
have-
logo on everything.
I showed
recently.
Sevidus a promotional products website where you can pay to have your logo put on random stuff, and he spent like 3 hours browsing the thing.
and a lot of money.
But the plus
tomorrow we
is
get it.
we'll have some swag to give out at TwitchCon.
We will have some swag to give out to very select people at TwitchCon.
Dude, I'm so hyped. TwitchCon is in like, what, 4 days we leave?
Like a week from now, we'll be coming home from it.
We leave on Thursday.
We come back on...
We come back on Sunday.
Sunday, okay.
Morning.
Yeah.
Twitch is actually accommodating us there, which is nice of them to do.
I think I'm going to stay there a few extra days just to spend some time with Sam.
I don't understand.
What do you mean?
Like,
You guys, I got invited to a barbecue on Monday for the Twitch people. Did you guys not invited?
Sunday.
Was it Sunday?
It's on Sunday.
Oh, it's on Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh. For a second, I thought I got invited to something that no one else did. And I'm like, this is all of a sudden
but
really...
I don't know. Are we supposed to make this public? Well, now it is.
Yeah.
Well, there's that.
Barbecue, woo!
Anyway, it's exciting stuff. I'm very excited for TwitchCon. I've made our schedule, which I don't know if any of you have actually opened that doc.
I have not.
I have totally not.
Okay, well,
I opened it.
I've been
Damn it!
I've been planning on looking at it.
I've thought
I
about
put
it.
all of your individualized schedules in there, and like, so
I've-
you know where not to schedule things.
I've thought about thinking about it.
You're
Opening it.
Anyway,
I'll open it.
my Friday, I have a total of 2 hours free, which is pretty sweet.
Or that's when the orgy's going to happen. Or did you already schedule it in?
No.
That's the free spot?
Should we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We've got our. For me, what's really exciting is we have 2 panels. 2 panels. We've got our actual panel that we like signed up for, which is on Friday.
Called
Passion to Paycheck. So proud of
that is
title.
such a good name.
I'm so proud.
That is
I seriously
such-
spent like 4 or 5 hours trying to think of that name.
It's a really good name.
Passion to Paycheck. Basically, how we became sitting in a room right now talking like this with things that are owned by the company.
The
and
story of how we paid for the whiteboard to draw dongers on.
Which now there's 2, both...
this is what it really all comes down to.
Both jizzing on Sev's face.
Comes down to, I see what you did there.
Yes. Oh, Jesus. There's that. And then the next day, on Saturday, we're actually doing a live recording of this.
Yep.
So all of you people that are
Live
pissed
podcast.
off that we're not live streaming it, well, guess what?
Yeah.
Next week is your chance to see it live on Saturday.
That's going to be weird. It's going
Not
to be
Sunday.
live, like in front of people.
Yeah,
It's going to be
front of-
live in front of people, but we're going to try to make it as similar as this, I think, as possible, intimate.
Yeah.
But then
We're going to get real
I
intimate.
don't know. Yeah,
Can we bring the
we're gonna
whiteboard?
we're going to have to think about it. Can
we
we bring the whiteboard?
Yeah.
No. Damn. I mean, how are you going to get that on an airplane?
I mean, I'll buy one there.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
sure
the
you will.
production people have been asking us what we need. I'm sure we
Yeah.
could ask for like.
Oh, giant.
What?
Giant,
We don't use
giant
props for our audio podcast.
I mean, there's gonna be
dildo bats.
There's gonna be like
Can we
a
get
projector.
those? We use sex eggs.
We did have a sex egg, but we explained it very well.
How was it, by the way?
It was not. It actually was pretty. I think I agree with like Goo's review. It was not very exciting.
The reusable one just not worth.
It's just like you don't. It doesn't feel like any. It feels like you're stroking with bubble gum. It's really weird, and like it doesn't. You can't hold it very well, so you basically have to hold the whole thing.
Yeah.
And as you go down, it's just the very little tip top that just like stretches, and you're like, oh my god, how is that? How is this stretching? It's more like mind-boggling than exciting.
Latex is amazing.
I
though.
think you might be overthinking it.
Maybe.
You might need to just relax a little.
I don't know. It's like you have to pull it down with so much force that if you were to let go, it would like shoot out.
How amazing would that be? Just like aim it, just fucking fire it.
Wow.
There's a freaking egg, like
God.
a latex egg flying around. Anyway,
Yeah, amazing.
not reusable. Well, I mean, sure you could if you wanted to, but
Dishwasher safe.
no, I don't think it is dishwasher safe at all. In fact, so yeah, that was whatever.
We should prepare a slideshow, like a PowerPoint for the.
I got plenty of
podcast.
B-roll for whatever we need. You know, I
do.
I
The
feel
way you do
so
things.
much
Serious,
guilt.
like I think while we're talking and chattering about whatever,
Chatterbaiting?
we just occasionally click the button to flip to the next slide and have the slides have absolutely nothing to do with anything.
Just like a random collection of just not even pictures related to us.
Yeah, just
How
random.
about just like as
Just a wildebeest.
thousands of otters? We'll just get like look up otter on Google and just do a slideshow of them.
or just memes.
I'm down with that.
Like we'll have a John Cena there. and-
You know what? Actually, that'd probably be better because then we'd actually get laughs.
We're not gonna get any laughs
Because
live. We are not.
does anyone actually laugh to our podcast?
No.
No,
No.
not at all.
We're just 5 stars on iTunes, baby.
But people think that because we're 5-star rated, we have to be funny, so they probably feel like they should be laughing.
And therefore, we show some funny picture or somebody, falling off a skateboard.
Wait, idea. Can we have a laugh track?
I think we generate the laugh track by clicking next.
Yeah.
And then whatever the picture is.
Like we go to tell a joke. Like Dan tells a dad joke, and then
Boom.
push the button, and then everyone will
What
have
if in
to start
like TV sets, that's what they do. They just show like a picture of like Sev's donger, and everyone laughs and everything.
Right.
And that's why that triggers. They don't need a laugh.
It would just be an empty picture, wouldn't it?
Well, kind of. The microscope side, like yeah.
Zoom in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do. We've got those two things to plan out, right? We've got the one that's us talking about how we got here, which is more of a serious kind of panel, but that's the kind of panel where we're going to take questions and stuff like that.
Are we taking questions, or do we want to like...
During that, we'll take questions. During the podcast, we won't.
Okay,
probably.
so people should definitely email in this
Yes,
week,
absolutely.
sure.
You should definitely be emailing in.
Because the next week is going to be live.
The next week will be live, and during the live podcast, we will also probably have a live Twitter spam, which is another way to get your questions in.
Oh, yeah.
Do we know if do we know if it's going to be live streamed?
Yes.
It's going to be on the main stage.
I am saying it's going to be live streamed because if it's not, I'll be really pissed.
Hey, remember Minecon 2013, the live stream panel that wasn't live streamed?
I do remember that.
Yeah, that was fun.
I was on that panel.
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
That was the first time
Everyone was on that panel.
We just brought everybody out.
That was the
Everyone
first time I met Sevidus.
That was the first time I met
I felt bad. Like, I would look out in the audience, and there was, like, all these people out there that should have been on stage, and I'm like, screw this.
Yep.
We had a panel with like 20 broadcasters up there, which is cool. Because that was the first convention where all the Minecraft casters met. Mm-hmm. I think that's what started a lot of really cool
That's
stuff.
what started the Build Guild.
Yeah.
It's when
In McDonald's.
Yeah.
Dude, walking to McDonald's. Was it Yeah, it was
was
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, we had several meals. That was one of them.
And shortly after that...
I'm stroking it.
Sorry, I just got that.
Please sponsor us.
But
Wow. Settle out at Nerd Fusion, not too...
that's still not a thing.
No, it never will be big. But shortly after that's when you had the idea for Nerd Fusion. Well, you had it before that, but that's
Long before that.
You
but
talked.
That's
about
where I
bacon.
talked to
Bacon.
No, like we talked about it before Minecon, and he already had legal paperwork drawn up.
Yeah. It's incredible how long it takes.
It was clear then. This was late 2013, so it was clear that he'd been stewing on this for a while.
I had talked to you before that even, I think.
Did you?
I don't know. Pause. It was Pause. Yeah. I had talked to Pause like at the beginning of that year.
I think Pause, Bacon, Dan, me.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then all those other people that didn't want to join up.
What a fucking
I'm just
bunch
making
of
that up. I
jerks.
don't know.
No, I'm pretty sure it was just a 5S and the 5.
No, we invited like 30 people. They all said no.
Really?
Yeah. Well, there was a
What
requirement.
if anybody knows that story?
We're all on
besides me?
YouTube gaming now.
There's a
so.
requirement
There you go.
to work here, and your donger has to be less than 2 inches. So all of us have.
Wow, rude.
That.
Are you outing the size of my ding dong?
Well,
No,
I mean that's the whole like powers combined to
Basically, this is what we're going to be talking about next week on our Passion to Paycheck. How to go from...
I'm just trying to see how many times I can say the word donger today. It's like the meow thing from Super Troopers. Donger.
Yeah.
So are the people that put together our show notes for us going to like do a donger count to see how many
I don't know.
times
I don't even know what they're going to do this week.
Bing! Donger bing!
Dongers. All the dongers. Donger. Tell you what. If you can tell us how many dongers are in this episode of the podcast, tweet at us. And if you get it right, we'll favorite it or something.
We won't even know if it's right.
We won't know if it's right, but I think collectively, if everybody says about the same, oh, you said it 66 times.
Does Dingus, Dick...
Oh my God, what if we actually planned it so it ended up being 69? We should have done that.
Oh my God.
We should start doing these like hidden
like Easter eggs?
messages inside of our podcast.
It's kind of like if you ever watched Psych.
Yes, Psych is amazing. Psych is amazing.
The first season, every episode has a pineapple reference.
I don't understand what, like, do you just watch everything? Because I've never even heard of Psych.
What?
Is it an anime?
Do you watch nothing? No.
Dude,
I watch Angry Beavers.
It's one of the best comedies ever. Okay.
Psych is a comedy?
Psych, yeah. Okay, let me explain this then. Okay.
Good. It's really good.
So, the lead character is a guy whose father was a hotshot detective.
Spoiler alert.
No, it's the premise of the
It's
show.
literally in the first few minutes.
It's the premise of the show. His father was a hotshot detective, and his dad was always like grooming him to be super cop, right? And he was rebellious and like didn't want anything to do with that. But he had all this training of like recognizing little details and whatever because of all of the stuff that his dad had him do all the time. And he's also brilliant. And so what'll happen is he has this knack for solving crimes, but he's totally is a free spirit kind of guy that would never like actually.
That sounds like Monk. Are you sure you're not talking about Monk?
Well, Monk's OCD. This guy's not OCD. He's just kind of like lazy and whatever. Anyway. So what he starts doing is like he'll watch a news report about a crime and figure it out and call in the tip and be like, yeah, that guy did it. And he ended up doing that to the wrong thing. Like he called in details that he couldn't have known about a case. And so the cops like made him a suspect.
Oh,
and he
Jesus.
He had to explain how he knew what he knew. And so he kind of panicked and was like, he panicked and was like, I'm a psychic. That's how I know. And so he starts pretending that he's psychic, when really he's just hyper observant. And so he opens a psychic detective agency and calls it Psych. So that's the name of his psychic detective
It's really
agency.
good. This show is amazing.
It's a straight up comedy. It's a procedural cop show essentially, but it's a comedy, and it's really, really funny.
I don't remember what we were talking about before this.
God damn it, Sevenus.
Like, why did we get on the subject of Psych?
I mentioned it because we were talking
about
we were talking about 69 Dongers in
Oh,
an episode.
right. Okay, yeah,
and I
yeah,
said
yeah,
that
yeah,
every
yeah.
episode of the first season of Psych has a pineapple reference.
Okay, God, I just couldn't. For some reason, my old man brain just.
And some of them are subtle, like he's just drinking a pineapple smoothie in one episode, and that's it. And then other times he like actually hands a pineapple to somebody.
I mean, I'll say pineapples are pretty delicious.
Well, you were Hawaiian for a while.
I was.
Was he?
I was racially Hawaiian.
Are you?
For
Born in Hawaii.
7 years.
Where were you born?
I was born in Georgia, so definitely not Hawaii.
Okay, not Hawaii. How
Yeah,
long do you live in Hawaii?
I'm a Southern boy.
Well, I am. Well, okay, technically I lived
Don't
for 11.
even try.
11 years.
That's not the South.
I get what, North Carolina.
That's like the
That's
Mid-Atlantic.
okay. That's true. It's just above
You
the
have
South.
a neighbored state called
South Carolina. Yeah.
That's the South. That's South. You get a lot of Southern influences, though.
Yeah, it's
Who's-
kind of
you
crazy.
iced tea?
Dude, iced tea
You
is
like
gross.
iced tea, don't you?
Not really.
Oh, I thought I saw you like drinking a bunch of iced tea. No.
No.
I mean,
Iced tea.
Iced coffee.
he bought some monsters that were coffee flavored.
Oh, that's coffee though. That's not like.
How were those? Are those good?
If you like coffee.
I don't think any of us like coffee.
Yeah, I don't think any of us. Like
Why did you
coffee.
even? You knew that it wasn't going to be good.
I'm just asking.
Trying to make conversation.
I tried.
coffee?
I tried milk tea for the first time the other day. Not that great.
Milk tea?
Milk tea. It's like tea with milk in it. A lot of milk.
I think my favorite drink in the entire world is lassi or lassi or
Oh,
lassi.
yeah, like the
lassi.
mango lassi.
Mango lassi is the best thing
Wait,
I've ever
like
Indian
it's a
food.
Thai drink, right?
No,
It's
Indian.
Indian.
Wait, I swear to
It's
God.
made with yogurt,
So good, yeah.
yogurt, mango, and
I had a
delicious.
mental picture of Lassie peeing in your mouth.
Oh no! Oh God!
Yeah.
Little Timmy, did I pee in your mouth? Little Timmy fell in the well. Oh God! I got smooth vibrations.
Yeah, there's like 3 Indian restaurants, within, I don't know, 10 miles of here. Probably more than that,
There's
actually.
a lot more, I'm sure.
And yeah, so you don't have to go far to get a good...
It's delicious. I don't even know how it's made. It could be
dude.
made with like the semen of sailors, and I'd be all over it.
You know, it tastes good.
Well, based on our previous episodes, that would probably be a plus.
Does that count as a donga reference?
No, I mean it's not a reference. We're just saying donger. Like that's just
Gotcha.
the count. So what is the donger count at now?
3 dongers.
Probably. In the last 10 seconds, it's been more than 3. So.
We got to be past 69.
People are actually gonna like now. They have to go back though and listen to the entire thing up to now, and be like,
That's a way to get more views. At the very end, we should be like, can you go back and find out how many... Wait, oh my God, this is marketing genius here.
I don't know if this is
that's
cheating.
That's not how the
cheating.
internet works, Waffle. They don't have to download it a second time.
They replay. Yeah, a
They count as
podcast.
plays,
You
right?
don't. I mean, you can stream it, but most of the time your device is downloading it.
Oh, and it counts as downloads?
It's just one. Yeah, it's just
Oh, see, I'm new to this whole
Unless they
iTunes
delete it and then
podcast thing.
download it again.
Like iTunes doesn't actually host any files on it.
Yeah.
It's just hosting an RSS feed.
I almost always watch podcasts on YouTube.
Which, you can get that
You
RSS
can.
feed
Ours is.
at n3f.tv/podcast.
Wow.
These plugs right
I totally did not mean to
Can I just
segue
talk
to
about
this.
how ADD we've been today?
Yeah.
Like, we have not stayed on a topic for more than like a minute.
Have we talked about TwitchCon yet? Like at all?
We
Like,
kind of
barely?
did.
Yes,
We're
we
just
did.
barely talking about it. There's so much to talk about.
It's a Twitch convention. We're all Twitch streamers. It's a convention specifically for Twitch. We're all going to be there. We're all going to be hanging out. It's supposed to be...
Pause, because pop.
Because Pause is having a... He himself is,
Laying an egg.
Exactly.
He's 9 months.
Of course. Of course.
He might actually have the baby before
In
TwitchCon.
fact, yeah, like this is it. This is go time. This is time where he doesn't sleep anymore.
Yeah.
And then we trained
Yeah.
that kid to be the next top Twitch streamer. And
Oh my God! Can you imagine what horrible influences we're going to be on that kid's life?
From
God.
birth.
Bacon will be a good influence, I think.
Bacon's like a really good influence, yeah.
Yeah, he's like the role model.
Yeah, and then us too.
I think the rest of us are fucked.
Dan and... Yeah.
Pause should just not allow him, her, whatever it is.
I learned it from you. That's
I'm
not my
imagining-
fault. Like I used to watch you before I streamed, like every day, and the amount of you. I learned it from you. That's your fault. The amount of how much I,
learned
swear.
it from you, all right?
I know
learned
it's
it
not
from
my fault. I
watching you.
swear, Mom.
Before I watched Sebadus, I didn't even know what cursing was.
I didn't. And then he said "fuck me in the ass, Sally" like 8 times in a row, and I was like, well, there you go. Now that's my go-to saying. For
Pretty sure I didn't say that.
Would you
I would
use-
say,
Okay.
fuck me in the ass and call me Sally.
Okay, that's probably right. But you also
Would you use a donger for that?
you could.
Jesus Christ.
I made a
Plus one.
I made a equation to make a Sevidus sentence, and it was like expletive verb expletive noun. Like penis fucking. Well, I guess that's an expletive as well. Penis sitting dig ass. Like that's what it's just like that. You just say sentences like that, or
Yeah.
like it's just that's how every single sentence out of your mouth comes.
Just
when
you have to have
into
my
it.
brain, really. And you'll get it good.
That sounds reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we're so ADD because we have so much to talk about, but like,
But then we end up talking about less.
well, I mean, no, like I walk in here and I'm like, God, what the hell are we gonna talk about?
Okay, I brought in the bag.
And then we just end up talking for like already half hour, just like about
I
random
brought-
bullshit.
I brought in a bag of Twix bites that I was going to eat, but then I was like, I can't eat on the microphone. That's not allowed. So they're just sitting there,
you
and I
can't.
should not have fucking put that in the room.
I mean, I hope that your stomach is churning.
And
Right
now
now.
you're staring at them.
Yeah,
and-
dude, I haven't had breakfast yet. I woke up late.
That's your breakfast?
Oh yeah, we could talk about how late Waffle was today.
Yeah, let's shame Waffle for a
Let's
second.
not
We're
talk
just gonna
about
shame
that.
Waffle for a
I,
second.
okay,
skip that topic.
podcast is at 2. I woke up at 1:36. And I leave.
Yeah, like no, I get up, I have breakfast, I shower, I get ready, all of that stuff, and then I leave the house at like 1:15. Waffle hasn't even come out of his room yet.
I haven't even woken up yet.
And I'm like, well that's gonna work out great.
And then the stupid fucking text message. Hey guys, are we having a? Of course we're having a fucking podcast.
It wasn't mentioned. I was like, okay, maybe I should be here. Maybe
Like
I
what
should.
the? Of course we're having a. Okay. You get it.
It's good we're not doing this live because everyone would have been like, why haven't they started yet? They're an hour
Oh
late.
no, you would have just started without me.
I'm
if we were
glad
doing it.
that. I mean, I don't really want to do it live till we're ready to do it live again, like
Yeah.
with the proper set. And
Have these EQ'd, have compressors, have the set, have
Basically.
For
lighting,
the record,
camera.
though, we do plan on doing them live again.
And they're gonna
oh
be
yeah.
beautiful.
It could be relatively soon as well. We're just waiting on some stuff
You
to
know,
get in.
if we would not be lazy and put the foam on that wall in there, that'd be a good
Why are you
start.
looking at me?
I'm just, you're the one that did it last time.
I mean,
someone's got to get high for the team, and you're typically the one to do
Bacon
it.
liked it.
Oh my gosh.
He did.
Yeah, I only lasted like an hour and a half on stream that day because Sebadus was spraying aerosols
It
in
was
my
like
room.
it was like super adhesive, and it's like, oh god, the
I-
fumes.
Wow, I was not prepared for how intense that was going to be.
I mean, it wasn't that bad.
and you're talking to a guy that used to work at a paint factory.
You work at a paint factory?
Yes.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said when he said that the
really-
first time.
I've had a lot of weird jobs.
What's the weirdest job you've had?
I mean, we
The
talked.
janitor one, right?
We talked about me being a pool technician.
Yes.
I was a grunt on an electrician team. Let's see what else. I used to solder electronic components onto thermostats.
You played video games in front of people. It's fucking weird.
I've started making real life friends outside of Twitch, which is weird.
Why?
I don't know. It's been very nice.
It's really weird. Dude.
Yeah. Explain to them what the fuck Twitch is. I had to explain what League of Legends was. That's the kind of people I'm meeting. Like they're like, is it like what's the Clash of Clans? And I'm like,
yes. Say, you know what? Yes, it's 5v5. In fact, it's exactly like Clash of Clans. You should totally learn it.
It's awkward.
We have a lot of questions here.
Are they good? Last time, almost all of them insulted me. I hope it's better this time.
I mean, you probably bring it on yourself.
I mean, I'm not saying I don't. It's just.
All right. This first one I think is for Dan.
Okay.
All right. From Landon with the title, Hi Nerd Fusion Crew.
Well, hi, Landon.
Hi, Landon.
Oh, wait,
Landon.
it's the Dan, though.
It's not to Dan. But there's
you said it was
crew.
to Dan.
There's part of... I feel... Okay. Hi Nerd Fusion. My name is Landon, and I watch all your streams. Well, there we go. +1.
Done. Email done.
He's a boss already. I like this
Well,
guy.
+1. I'll say it. Donger.
I guess I wanted to ask...
Grammar? Is it grammar
Yeah, it's
that
grammar again.
you're hung up on?
I'm just going to read it. I'm going to read these as is from now on, just so you can hear them. I guess I wanted to ask is that who's all going to play Fallout 4? I guess what I wanted to ask is who all is going to play Fallout 4? We can't really raise our hands because you can't see us. But obviously Dan's going to play it.
Can we raise
super
our
hype.
Did
you actually pre-order the...
Yeah, I got the little thing.
The
Pip Boy.
Yeah, I got that too. I was wondering, like, you put your phone in it, right? The whole point is you put your phone in it?
I think so. I didn't know that when I was ordering it.
It's made for the iPhone, but it also has a holder for, like, most Androids as well.
I was about to ask, like, do you have to have a
I'm pretty
iOS?
sure they actually have, like, a specific holder for, like, different types of Androids.
I'm going to have to use somebody else's phone.
Then, after they sold out, they announced that they weren't going to make any more of them ever.
Yeah.
So
I'm glad you got it from Amazon, like right away. Yeah, that's what I did too.
I ordered it.
They better could you imagine how pissed off we're gonna be if they're like, actually?
And I was smart enough to put my referral link in chat at the time.
Yeah.
For Amazon.
I did that too actually. Yeah. I was like, oh fuck.
I remember
opportunity.
I put my referral link on my Twitter for that Amazon sale day, and then it was like poop. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
How awful it was.
Terrible sale.
Prime Day. Yeah. I mean, I wonder how many. Okay.
So I will probably play Fallout 4 because I'm excited for the crafting stuff, but I probably won't stream it because it's a mature title.
I'm 100%ing it.
I will 100%.
Yeah,
play
I will
that
100%
game.
play it.
Oh my god, is there any multiplayer on it?
Nope.
You both will quit, and I'll still be playing it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I will do the story.
Collectively,
your 100% is not even going to touch.
I will feel the story. I will do the story for me. I will not 100% the game probably, but I will feel the story.
The story is usually about a small percentage of the game.
Yeah, I will do that.
Fallout.
That's what
I'm not going to walk across the wasteland for 40 hours to get one quest done to 100%, but I will.
He will do that.
Yeah, I know.
I plan on at least 2 weeks.
But,
okay.
I mean, collectively, how many hours of Minecraft do we have collectively? We do kind of 100. Yeah, I think we have like 30,000 hours between us three.
Easy.
Yeah, probably.
Because I'm like 7,000. You're probably 15,000, and you're probably around 10. Yeah.
I got like 20.
No, you have more than 20. Don't you remember? You used to cast it like there was like a few months ago where you were like casting all the
50,
time.
Maybe
Back in the day, this is the day I could not watch you play Minecraft. You killed a cat because someone donated money. You had this like he tamed a cat and it was a cute cat.
Oh,
and
yes.
someone donated like $100 like kill it right now.
It was my pet. Someone donated $100. It says kill it, and I was like, all right.
Not even a second thought, just murdered it. And I was like, oh my god, what are you doing, Dan?
It's pixels, and that's real money.
Well, the real money is just digits in the online, you know.
All right. Okay. There's more to this question. We are never gonna get through these.
I approve of it.
I don't know why today we are so like scatterbrained. Like we're just going everywhere with this thing. Okay. Also, what's a good current MMORPG you would recommend me putting a shitload of time into besides WoW? P.S. Dan, your baldness is amazing, and never let anyone tell you different.
Oh my god.
That was a good thing. I don't think it was passive aggressive. I think it was
a backhanded compliment.
I don't think it was.
It wasn't meant that way, but it was.
The fact that he mentioned
You're not gonna like this next question.
Oh God.
But I'm just saying. No, see, I feel like the Fallout 4 thing is totally geared towards you.
A
We're gonna be
good
featuring his
MMORPG
stream heavily for that.
Wow.
I mean, for me, WoW is it right now.
What's that?
But
There's a Korean one that just got real popular. What?
Arcade?
there's a lot of Korean
No,
ones.
not
that-
Arcade.
And if a
remember.
Guild Wars, if you have to choose one, I'd probably go with Guild Wars. I think the expansion comes out sort of soon. You
I
can
mean,
still
for
next
me,
level.
it's probably WildStar. But the thing about that is that does it count? Because WildStar is made by the original people who made WoW, which is probably why I like WildStar so much.
Honestly, if I'm gonna say the real answer, EVE Online. If you want to
Okay,
invest,
well, that's
if you want to
different.
invest
Is
a
that-
shit.
Can you
ton
really
of
call that an
I was
MMORPG?
gonna say it
Yeah.
doesn't sound
It's
like
like an MMO spreadsheet that I love,
It
but it's still.
consumes you though. If you want to invest a shit ton of time.
Yeah, if you really want to put a ton of time into it, put a
Yeah.
ton of time into Eve, or for me, it's WildStar, just because especially if you like WoW, which it sounds like you do, then WildStar is like WoW to the hardcore, and now it's going free to play, and so it's like
AKA
go
pay to
crazy.
win.
I don't know much about WildStar, but they gave me like 4 T-shirts at PAX, so that was pretty cool.
We do know that their community managers are freaking amazing.
Yeah,
So-
I know several NCSoft employees, and they're all great people. But I've never played WildStar. But I'll take their T-shirts.
Dude, free T-shirts. It doesn't matter what's on them. Free
Yeah,
T-shirts
that's
are the
right.
best. You know they are.
Okay, so
Read that one that's bad about Dan.
I thought it was the next one, but okay, here's this one in all caps from John. Okay, I need Dan's help ASAP.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay. Hello, Nerd Fusion, excluding Waffle,
Yes!
because he doesn't use his fudging studio.
Whoa, I stream. I will have you know.
Called out!
I know.
Oh!
Thank you, John.
Shots
Thank
fired.
you. I'll give you a high five.
Call me John. I'm 17 and already have a major receding hairline. My dad has a comb over and my grandpa is bald. I'm thinking of going bald because my hair is annoying and hard to style. My question, he basically wants to know, is it difficult to maintain? And do you have to use any special kind of stuff on your head, like your scalp, like conditioners or...
You just shave it, and that's it.
Yeah, I figured it was pretty easy.
Yeah, and you shampoo up there just to keep it clean, and then you're done.
You actually use real shampoo.
Or you
don't
use
just
body
use
wash.
There's a little bit of hair up here.
He actually grew it out.
It's
kind
good to
of-
do anti-dandruff, just in case.
Anti-Dan.
Oh, okay.
Catch
I
my
mean,
drift,
like
man.
the actual, if you want like polished, like cue ball shiny look,
Yeah.
I've heard from
Like
people,
Hitman?
Yeah, if you want that level, you have to maintain that. Like, I
Like
mean,
Yeah.
daily?
You'd have to
yeah.
like shave like every other day.
They make
'cause it grows
razors
really
that
fast.
like fit in the palm of your hand, so it's like really easy to. I watched Shark Tank. It was on. I'm pretty sure it was on Shark Tank.
Then it's not existing
okay,
yet.
please tell me that Sevidus has heard of Shark Tank.
You would love Shark Tank.
The thing about Shark Tank is I saw it the other day as like an advertising poster on the door of Staples. And then I figured out what it was based on that. I think it's where people pitch ideas, right? They pitch products.
Basically-
it's basically angel investors getting pitched ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're all like very ruthless often. And
Oh, really? They're mean?
they-
I guess it has to
they-
make good TV, right? So,
right.
yeah.
Well, so you have like the ones that are a little more mean and the ones that are a little more nice, and some of the
And they've
ideas
basically
are-
only been bringing products that are absolute shit or
or
amazing.
great, yes.
Are great.
exactly.
There's no like
And-
mediocre. They're either awful or amazing.
But they often will like compete with each other, right? Like they'll both want in on it, and so
Yeah.
they'll be like doing
200,000 for 20% equity, or like no, 250,000 for 13% equity, or something like that.
Right.
Like it'll just,
So this next question,
it is.
yeah, well,
And there's
I'll trust you.
There's a British version.
can I get it not on the TV?
I mean, it's
probably-
ABC in the US, and they have players.
Hulu Plus. I watch that on Hulu Plus.
All right. So this is from Anonymous called Not Relationship Advice. Basically, the question in here is kind of, we're going to answer it during our panel next week. So I don't know that I want to necessarily go into too much details about it, but the rest of it's really funny. So I want to read the rest of it. Hey guys, love the podcast. Of course you do.
Well,
Wow.
okay.
Well, hey, he's being cocky, I'm being cocky. Check this out.
Is that a Donger reference?
I don't need relationship advice because I get all the bitches.
Oh, snap!
Okay.
Damn right.
I was curious how you all met each other and became friends. Basically, the question is, how do we meet each other and become friends? Which we're going to talk about a lot next week during our panel about it, but we can talk briefly. Assuming Sev is involved. Yeah.
Well,
because of... And
no.
Here's how he said. This is what he says, though.
Who, Sev?
I assume Sev is involved because of some sort of blackmail, because he seems unbearable.
You sure it didn't say Waffle instead of Sev?
It said Sev.
Oh.
that's amazing.
P.S. I lied about getting the bitches. I'm so white I make Casper look gangsta.
I like this guy.
Yeah, anonymous. God, I wish I knew your name.
Anonymous.
Yeah.
What a boss.
We all met each other through Twitch.
To Twitch, exactly.
We didn't know each other outside of Twitch before we met, I think. Long story short.
I mean, Sevidus and Dan have both been streaming since before the internet was invented, so like I think Waffle and I both knew them by reputation long
We
before.
started almost the exact same day.
Yeah.
Like we both started we got partnered like literally 2 days after each other. And we've been like, I think both of us are at like what, 29 months now or something like that on Twitch?
Yeah, coming up on 29. Yeah.
So Dan and I, or Bacon and I kind of like, our
Or like in the
streams-
50s and 60s
Yeah.
or something. I don't even remember.
Bacon and I like grew up together on Twitch
Yeah.
as like fellow Minecraft.
We came from JTV
And
back in the JTV.
it was
I
funny.
just passed 6 years, so whatever that is.
Waffle used to, like, I remember I started noticing
It's like a year and a half before
I started
Twitch.
noticing Waffle when he was streaming because he, started to get enough numbers that like I would see him at the top of the directory or whatever. And then I started noticing that he was lurking in my stream all the freaking time, but never talking.
Because you know what? In the morning I watch Sev, then I stream, and the night I watch you. And I never talk in any chat, like ever. I'm getting better now, but like I still never talk in any
Still
chat.
rarely do.
And the first time I still remember the first time that I went to your stream, it was because people started all of a sudden coming into my chat saying that Waffle was talking crap about me.
I was making fun of all the scrolling text on your screen.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't get me wrong, anyone can do whatever they want on Twitch, they gotta make a living, that's fine. I just like to explain why I do my way, and I was like, I really hate those like scrolling tickers and everything, and like Bacon streaming at the same time, and his whole screen's like scrolling text. It's a lot. That was like back when we started.
I don't do the scrolling anymore.
Dude, your screen back then was fucking nuts.
Like, I learned from Sev. Sev was like, I want nothing on my screen
I
at
really
all.
hate
Like,
anything on my
nothing
screen.
at all. And I was like, that's a really good mindset
I
to
really
have.
hate it.
Yeah. So
I fell in love with all the automation and interaction because like it was new, right? Like now it's old hat, but at the time, 2 years ago, like
showing the newest follower, it was difficult.
yeah,
You couldn't do that.
I mean,
Or-
automated systems for that didn't exist, and donation alerts and stuff didn't exist, and I was.
Did I remember that? Back before like any donation alert, before anything.
I remember, did you rebel? So this is probably before you guys, when sub alerts was like, that was the thing. And it was only do it in chat, right? So somebody wrote a chat, but I forget who it was. And I was like, fuck that. Like, sub alerts, that is so lame. You know? And I like resisted it for a really long time. Like, oh, it's complete sellout mode and stuff like that. And then it was like, and then someone was like, well, oh, you don't even want to thank me? And I was like, oh. I guess that's what that is.
I guess you did just, okay.
Yeah, I mean, did you resist that at all, or did you just like, oh, let's do it?
I didn't like have a means to do it for a long time. I just, we did, the chat thing came up through Twitch, and then I thank people through that, but I didn't have like an overlay for the longest time.
Yeah, that's what I mean, like the overlays.
Yeah, until that one Twitch alerts came around. But like I embraced it. It was like, yeah.
God, mine was awful.
I didn't.
I went from like awful, and then we both went to Chris, me and Dan, and we got nice systems done, and they're so nice.
I gotta get mine updated.
Yeah, I gotta get mine updated too.
All right, so here's another
Yeah, through Twitch.
question.
Oh,
We went through
To answer your question, through Twitch.
Yeah, just through Twitch, and Paz I met because he was friends with Sev, and Sev introduced me to Paz.
I met Paz for the first time. I'm just realizing it now, but all 5 of us were at that lunch you invited me at the PAX you made me come to.
Oh, your first PAX Prime.
Yes.
Last year's PAX
You
Prime.
invited me to a lunch on like the first day, and like everyone was there, like, and that's the first time I met Paz because we were sitting right next to him.
Yeah. Yeah, we were at the Palomino.
Yeah.
Yeah, which we didn't actually go to this year. I don't know why every year we used to go to the Palomino. Like, it's not like anything special. No offense, Palomino. If you want to sponsor the...
I enjoyed my meal there.
Yeah, it was great, actually.
Please sponsor us.
Palomino. Oh, God. Now is Palomino going to get sued because we put them in with McDonald's? Oh, anyway.
Probably.
Anyway, that's true. Yeah, that's when you met like everybody all at once.
Mm-hmm.
Overwhelming.
Yeah.
Was
it was
it?
all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. This is from Runzing.
Oh, I know Runzing.
Call me Runzing.
I know him.
Really?
I'm pretty sure he's might be a subscriber, but I know he's a viewer of mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you recognize his name?
Hello, Nerd Crew and Waffle.
How's he rank on the donger size scale?
Oh, this is called Your Advice Worked.
Okay. Oh.
Success story?
There's an email we don't get very often.
Hello, Nerd Crew and Waffle. As if you're not...
This is becoming a trend.
Not part of the Nerd Crew.
No, they just want to specially say hello to me. Like you're a Nerd Crew, but specifically hello, Waffle.
Seeing how things are in this, you might want to reserve judgment on that.
All right.
I emailed in last week for advice about switching schools. Do you guys remember this? Because I wasn't here. So
I think he
about switching schools.
Yes,
he was
reinventing yourself. Bacon talked about that.
Yeah.
Bacon and Dan said to join clubs, which I did. I joined the news club where I will be reviewing video games. Nice. Thanks for the help.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Success. New question. Oh my God! Look, dude, you got your question on here 2 weeks in a row.
2 weeks in a row.
Wait, did my advice not help?
Nope.
No.
What did I say? Didn't I
New
say
question
sports?
for Sev. How did you choose who you wanted in the group? Oh, okay. So yeah, this is something we'll also talk about next week. But I think I've talked about that before, but I don't want to spoil it because we are going to post that as well. That audio will also be posted.
Oral stimulation.
Yeah. How do you choose who you wanted in the group? And why Waffle? Really, out of anyone, you chose him?
Sev needs really good oral stimulation, and let's just say I can provide.
P.S., and this is what I like about this question. If Nerd Fusion was Doctor Who, Sev would be the 10 Doctor, because the 10 Doctor is the greatest. Wow, thank you. No wonder I included it this week.
Shocker.
Dan would be River Song, because he's the sassiest motherfucker and the most fabulous in the group. What the fuck is River Song?
The most fabulous?
It's a character, it's a person.
Oh, it's a... Oh.
Yeah. I've never seen the show.
I don't either.
She's played by... Have you ever watched ER?
Yeah.
The curly-haired British doctor girl from ER.
Oh, I know her.
Same actress.
Bacon would be the master because only he rivals Sev in greatness.
Wow.
Some strong words.
And I am going to be...
Paz would be the Daleks because everyone loves the Daleks.
Exterminate. That's all I know.
Yeah. Exterminate.
And Waffle.
This will be fun.
Waffle would be Osgood because we always just have to put up with him.
Great.
Fuck Waffle.
Great.
That's how it ends.
Is it hashtag or just fuck Waffle?
Just fuck Waffle.
Great.
All one word though.
Thanks.
All one word.
Thanks.
Oh, it does end in Waffle Heart though. So.
Honestly, that really doesn't help. It really doesn't help.
All right. Okay, just a few more here.
Are we up to 5 major television shows now that we've referenced this episode?
This episode is just so crazy.
Sevenus hasn't seen any of.
I mean, I've seen like the Doctor Who thing. There was a mod in Minecraft for the statues when you looked away and you got closer or whatever. And so I watched like 2 minutes of Doctor Who for that.
Yeah, I was watching Doctor Who.
That's one of the most famous. That episode is titled Blink, and it's iconic. It's very like that's
like one of the first ones, right?
Not well.
In the first
season. It's
season.
early on in the show, yeah. But that's one of the ones that often people will like. Oh, you've never seen Doctor Who? Watch this episode.
We were gonna be able to meet the Doctor actually a while back,
and then
in early July. Sevenus made us think that we were gonna be able to meet the Doctor.
But you had to go to San Diego.
We had to go to San Diego, and we couldn't go.
Yeah, he was at Comic-Con, and we were invited to go backstage and like have lunch with him.
Yeah,
and
like
stuff.
a private thing.
But none of you went.
Did you go?
I don't remember why I wasn't here.
Should we go to Comic-Con next year?
I wasn't here.
Let's go to Comic-Con next year.
Okay, you can.
I'm going to
think about
Comic-Con next year. You want to come with Bacon?
I mean, like it depends. Comic-Con is one of those places that's so freaking busy.
Yeah.
That like if we're gonna like I don't want to go and like stand in line for 20 hours and like that whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're gonna be able
I just want to walk around and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd be down if I had some.
We can do. I love when people do the cosplay
badge or something.
They do like the Adam Savage does it all the time when he does like he cosplays, but like people don't know who he is and everything. He'll just walk around the entire floor and everything. No one will have any idea it's actually him or whatever. That's really cool.
He cosplays as him.
No, he'll have like yeah. So next email.
All right.
Completely derailed.
Yeah. So there's a subject, Sevidus is a sexy babe, but we'll wait on that one. I just wanted to mention, because we might not get to it, that the title existed.
Okay, well, that
okay. Yeah, so this is from Skinnies. From Skinnies, and the subject is food.
Okay.
I talk about this a lot in my stream.
Hey guys.
Skinnies or food?
You are awesome. So here are some food versus questions for you.
Ooh. Okay.
Which is better? God, I hate how he's like using camel case here. Like every freaking letter is capitalized.
Oh, I hate that.
Really
Dude,
killing me.
My phone sometimes automatically starts camel casing things.
That is stupid.
Like, there's some feature that you can activate to camel case, and I don't know how I'm turning it on accidentally, but like I'm typing and all of a sudden it's camel case, I'm realizing now that a lot of people have no idea what camel casing is.
Yeah, I was just like, we just taught so many people what camel casing was. That's amazing.
I was trying to type in the word wang in a text message yesterday. I just wanted to type in the word wang, and on the iPhones, or mine, it capitalizes the W.
Yeah, it's a last name.
That's racist.
It's not racist.
I just want to say the word wang.
It's one of the most common last names in the world.
I thought like Smith was or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or Doe.
But think about how many of us versus there are a number of Chinese.
Wow.
Where Wang is their last name.
I'm just saying, like, I thought I would be able to. Wow, Bacon just texted me Wang. Thank you, Bacon. Okay, completely out of context. I just wanted to say Wang, and it capitalized it every time.
Yeah, it should. It would be racist if it didn't.
I don't know.
Isn't Wang a type of donger?
Oh, God. +1.
Well, that's... Jeez.
Does Wang count? Every time you say the word Wang?
No, it doesn't count. Okay. Like, it's just donger. We're just counting dongers. So just go back and listen. Okay, which is better? There's actually a PS here. PS, if you are questioning why there's a capital letter at the beginning of every word, it's because I think it looks good. Dang it. I didn't read that before.
It doesn't.
It does not look good.
It does not look
All right, what is better? Waffles or pancakes?
Depends on the mood. It really depends. Can you guys stop texting me Wang?
God. Did you?
So what?
No.
No?
So, which is better, waffle pancakes? For me, I don't like either of them. Wow. But what I do like is I like a lot of Aunt Jemima syrup.
I agree.
And so waffles are a better syrup delivery device without looking like you're fucking crazy.
It's true.
Right, yeah.
Like I've done the squirt in the mouth before a lot. Mm-hmm. Obviously, look at how fucked up I am. But like the waffles, they hold me.
Do you also do that with syrup?
I was gonna say, can I get one of those like my instance of I get a squirt in my mouth?
No, I'm not gonna say it again now.
No,
somebody will get it. Like
it's already there. It's already there.
Audio quote.
No, I'm just saying someone.
It's a shame that this isn't being recorded on video
shot,
because he totally lifted his hand beside his face
and it was
made
like
yeah, I just squirt.
Okay.
Like, what do you want me to do?
I
talk with my hands.
I really like chocolate chips in my like pancakes or waffles, but I think they go better in pancakes. So sometimes I prefer pancakes over waffles because it's just the chocolate chips are better that way. But waffles are crispier, and I like the crispiness compared to the like soft sogginess of pancakes.
For me, it's just filler.
I prefer pancakes, but I in no way insult waffles by saying that, right? Like I love waffles fine.
You're acting like waffles have feelings.
I do have feelings, Sev.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, my frozen friends.
You might not.
I only eat frozen. Like maybe that's why I don't really like.
Yeah, you got to make your own.
No,
you got to make. Here's a problem. I make my waffles with pancake mix, and apparently it's a no-no.
Yeah.
I was watching Good Eats, and apparently
there's a whole like frothing up the
dude. He
egg
was
whites
like Good Eats. Who's the guy that does Good Eats?
Brown.
Dan?
Alton Brown.
He was the waffle man for like one episode. That
The
was
Waffle-nator.
The Waffle Nader.
Oh my God, you know this really
I
well
love
right now.
Good Eats.
Oh, yeah.
It was a
It's
really
amazing.
good
Good Eats
episode.
is
It was like
amazing.
episode 4.
Isn't it on like Netflix
It
now?
is on Netflix.
Only the
Portions.
second season. I don't
But
know
that
why.
has the waffle
Really?
episode in it.
Yeah, only the second season.
That's weird. Wasn't there like
They
5 or
had
6
the
seasons
entire
at least?
library.
It's
Somebody
still on the air. There's like dozens of seasons.
Oh wow.
Somebody pirated it and put the whole thing on YouTube at one point, and then it ended up getting taken down. I don't know if it's got put up back up again.
But
or
we're not promoting that.
Yeah, we would never promote
that's-
that.
What do you
That's
think?
YouTube's
Waffles
job.
or pancakes?
I like pancakes because I like soft textures versus crisp textures.
You like soft?
So do you like? I don't understand how to eat pancakes correctly because whenever I drizzle the syrup on,
drizzle? You fucking drench that shit.
yeah, whenever I do, by the time you get to the other side of the pancake, it's all just soaked in and you can't taste it anymore.
You can't taste
And
it.
the
when
problem
it's
is
in.
when they're
No, I like it on top because basically I don't want the pancake is really what it is. I just want to drink syrup.
Well, you can solve this by just getting a spoon and just eating the syrup.
I mean, that's what I end up doing.
The thing
God.
is,
But the thing is, I look like I just look fucking stupid when I do it. It's just like when I go, like I don't really enjoy cake, but I love icing. And when I go and just eat icing, I look weird.
see, I don't like cake because of the icing.
Yeah, I'm all about the.
I don't like extremely sweet stuff. Like
Yeah,
like
it
that.
hurts. It like hurts my mouth.
You know what that is? Like back here in the back of your mouth? That's
Yeah.
your saliva glands. Yeah. Anyway,
I heard that like when it hurts because
tingling.
it's too sweet, it's because you actually produce so much saliva.
yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
The what are you pointing at?
The clock.
Oh, it's like now they're like clock Nazis. You got if you don't fucking.
It's
end-
been exactly
You don't
1
fucking
hour.
end on 1
We
hour.
end this shit now.
He's like, oh god, now Seb's talking about icing. Clearly, this is gonna go on for an hour.
Let's
Let's not talk about Star Wars at least.
Like white stuff in your mouth. I mean, it would go on for.
The thing is, I actually prefer. I'm like, so my mom is fucking weird in that she thinks M&Ms of different colors taste different.
I've heard that people think that.
Anyway, I really
Theoretically
enjoy
possible.
blue icing. It tastes like any other icing, but I really enjoy blue icing. By the way, we haven't mentioned feces yet in this episode. I'm just gonna say, if you eat an entire tub of blue icing, your poop will be green. I'm just letting you know.
Is that the reason why you like it?
That's not necessarily why I like it. It's just a fun
It's
fact.
a factor in it.
Same thing.
You can make
works
swirl if
Okay,
you eat some icing
okay.
and then something else.
If
Grape
you,
soda.
God.
wait, if you
Grape
could
soda.
poop, if you could poop any flavor of ice cream and it would taste
Okay,
totally
this
normal.
is now we're talking about off the rails.
What
Okay.
flavor?
Yeah.
This one here.
What?
If you could poop any flavor.
I mean,
of ice
basically,
cream.
all you're asking is what's our favorite flavor
If
of
you could
ice
poop
cream?
ice cream, and would you eat it if it was
No, I
like
wouldn't.
perfectly normal?
I mean, I would not eat it.
No.
It's free ice cream though.
So that was the first verses.
My butt would be cold.
Well, yeah, but it's ice cream.
I'm diabetic. I don't eat ice cream,
That was Waffles versus
especially if
Pancakes.
it's been pooped.
I'm glad that we got to ice cream poop from Waffles versus Pancakes.
But grape soda also will turn your poop green.
really?
Yeah, because
I used to drink that all the
the heavy, the dye in the grape soda.
What is it like? Yellow
See,
four?
because
That's really bad. Blue.
I used to be a maintenance guy at a hotel, and
God.
I used to drink, like, I got in the habit. There was grape soda in the vending machine at work at the hotel, and every day I would drink one, and
Yeah.
then all of a sudden my poop was like this incredible green color, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
Isn't
why?
that so
like the
fun?
Hulk.
I
Isn't
was
that
like,
so
why is
fun?
this
You just
happening?
feel so powerful.
It took a while for me to connect the dots, and I finally figured out it was the grape soda.
All right, we'll try to get through these fast because they're looking at the clock now and they're yelling at
I
me.
think it's amazing that there has been a timer on the table right in front of Seb for an hour, and he didn't even notice that it was.
I know it was there. I just didn't care.
But then why were you confused when I was pointing at it? Because
No, I'm just like, why are you? Well, I didn't know what the time was, nor did I care. Okay, Coke versus Pepsi.
Ooh, okay. I'm a Pepsi guy,
Yeah, I prefer Pepsi.
but
I definitely like
when
Coke
it comes to mixing with alcohol, Coke all the way.
I was born in Georgia.
Yeah.
Coke. Like, there's no
Pepsi.
We call
I
it
don't know.
Coke. Like, if you want Sprite,
Yeah.
it's called Coke. Like, it's
Yeah.
soda is Coke.
What kind of Coke do you want, honey?
Exactly. What kind of Coke? What kind of Coke
I
you
like
want?
Coke it's a little less sweet than Pepsi.
You know what I will
like
say?
Pepsi because it's more sweet than Coke.
I like how Coke Zero tastes so much like regular Coke. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Never, ever, ever try Coke Zero Vanilla. It is awful.
What from one of those like
like
Coke
it.
machines? What are those? What are those
Freestyle.
machines?
No.
Those
They
are
actually
the
sell them in
best.
cans. They have Vanilla Coke Zero. It's awful. It leaves the worst aftertaste in your mouth you've ever had. It's
never had
disgusting.
it.
Do you think a freestyle machine would make sense for the studio just because it's a freestyle machine?
Yes,
It would.
Yes,
It would.
1000%.
It would.
We might have to mention Coke often if they send us one.
Coke-a-de Coke, Coke-a-de Coke, Coke-a-de
They're
Coke.
like
We love
50
Coke
grand
here.
or something to buy them.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's worth it.
again.
Remember, it was
Yeah.
actually Aaron.
We'd have to comment on how much we like it, you know.
Every time.
Every time we say the word
would,
Coke,
like,
the price
no.
goes down $5.
Every time we hit the button, it tweets. Right now, I'm having a Coke with 5% cherry, 1%.
Why isn't that a thing?
Why isn't that a
Oh,
thing?
that should be a thing.
Why isn't there a share button on that
Why
fucking?
is
Because
it-
then the
okay,
people behind you
no,
are like, "Oh,
no.
fuck off."
Why isn't there a QR code you can have it scan on your phone and it's like your exact
Yes.
flavor you like?
Okay.
Like you can go online.
Can we get offline right now at
Yeah.
this? Let's
You
not
can
talk
go
about this
online
anymore.
And like put the dials where
We
you
need
want.
to sell this.
Oh my god, that should be a thing.
There should be a camera on the freestyle
And it's-
machines that scan your QR.
No, I'm not
and
even. I'm not
and
even
it's just like, it
kidding.
brings up a profile of all the different drinks you favorited and stuff.
Or you can go online to a website, select the sliders what you want, have it, make your, your specialties in your phone, pick it, done. I mean, they're already just.
I would call it Sev's Select.
Yeah.
Yep. No, I'm not
Select.
even kidding when I say this. I have been known to choose my restaurant based on the existence of a Coke Freestyle there.
You're kidding.
Because I'm diabetic, so I have limited beverage choice. I can't just drink a sugared soda. And the Coke Freestyle is like the greatest thing
Oh yeah,
ever.
because there's like the 4 buttons, the main
Yeah.
buttons, and one
I
of them
can
is just
go
sugar-free.
I can go
Yep.
right to diet. I can pick whether or not I want caffeine. I can add flavors to it. It's perfect. Love the thing.
Oh my god, Coke, please.
They also have
Please.
vanilla cherry Dr. Pepper, which is like the greatest flavor of Dr.
yes, it
Pepper in
is.
the world. Oh my god.
Cherry?
Cherry vanilla.
And they have Diet Dr. Pepper, which is hard to find
Yes,
normally
yes.
in restaurants and stuff. So
I
it's like
think
the worst feeling ever when I go to go to the restaurant, has a Coke Freestyle, and they're out of the Diet Dr. Pepper. And then I'm like, no!
Isn't Dr. Pepper Pepsi? In Mr. Pibb's Coke?
I have no
I
idea.
think it is. No. Dr. Pepper. No. Dr. Pepper's Coke.
Are you sure?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It is.
I believe you.
I guarantee you it is.
I 100% believe you.
Well, it's in
So I'm
there.
Googling
I
it.
know,
Yeah.
it's definitely in there. Like, I don't know.
No,
Yeah.
it's Coke. I promise you.
No, I didn't. I thought Dr. Pepper's owned by Snapple.
Is Snapple owned by PepsiCo?
Manufacturer, Dr. Pepper, Snapple Group.
There's a few main ones that...
The Coca-Cola Company buys it from them in Europe only. Oh shit. Don't talk about fucking Dr. Pepper.
You mean you
but
love?
it's in there.
Is it in there?
Yes,
It is.
I'm
Yeah,
dead
it is.
serious.
Dr.
is.
Pepper's
Okay.
always with Coke. If they have
So
Coke
so
products.
yeah, it must be just an agreement between the two
they have an
companies. then.
agreement.
Yeah. I feel like Dr. Pepper it's basically like the Jaeger of the soft drink world, where they basically just have like every flavor imaginable and just shove it into a vat.
Well, Dr. Pepper is supposed to be like a ton of flavors, right?
Yeah.
Like it's like 23
yeah.
something flavors.
I mean, that's
I-
the story of Jaeger, is that all these spices were on the shelf, and then the stupid ass maintenance guy didn't bolt it to the wall correctly, and they all fell into the pot, and it turned into Jaeger.
Jaeger's
which
delicious.
is probably a lie,
That
Jaeger's
sounds like an
delicious.
urban myth.
but
works.
it's monks.
I love Jaeger.
I actually use Dr. Pepper in some of my marinade recipes.
That sounds awful.
Dr. Pepper is used in certain barbecue sauces, and it goes great with a slow-cooked pulled pork. Not even kidding.
True facts that you learned today. Pulled pork, vinegar, and Dr. Pepper. Just mix the two. Good lord.
Yep.
All right, burritos versus tacos. I'm all about burritos.
I'm gonna be weird here. I'm actually not a fan of either.
The fuck's
I don't like beans. That's the thing. I'm not really a fan of
have to
beans.
You don't have to have
I
beans
know.
in them.
Okay, I mean, authentic tacos rarely have beans anyway.
What's in a burrito then? Like, what would you typically find?
Well, I was talking about tacos.
Okay.
I mean, for me, a burrito is just a taco. There's a taco that there's so much stuff in. You got to roll it up so it doesn't fall
Like if
out.
it had like rice and corn and chicken and some spicy
Yeah, it's got
shit
all that.
like
Yeah, it's a
I would-
burrito.
I would eat that.
it's
Yeah,
a
and I
burrito.
think I would choose burrito. I just fucking hate beans. Oh, they're gross.
I prefer burritos overall, but sometimes I'll have definite like cravings. Like I want a taco right now.
I mean, it's all meat, cheese, vegetable, shell.
Everything. No, everything is that way. Like all
Literally everything.
no, like all Mexican food is
Goldfish.
The same. All Mexican food is the same ingredients, just different.
Americanized Mexican.
That's true.
food.
It's the same ingredients, just different. Like they just look different.
Yeah, it's like Taco Bell easily adds things to their menus all the time, but it's just a different arrangement of the ingredients
talk
they already
about
have.
We have talked about
We talked
that
about
before.
the scientists behind
Before I've thought about being the poor guy that got a PhD in food science and now has to be like, okay, your job is to make a brand new food using only these 13 ingredients.
And here's your new one, crushed Doritos.
No,
It's
when did you talk about this?
like episode 5 or
You
something.
were probably not there.
Yeah.
It was one of those weeks that we fell apart because you left us.
Okay.
It happened.
There's a few more we got to get through here.
Oh god.
Italian versus deep pan versus stuffed crush.
Oh my god.
Crush?
Deep dish.
Stuffed crush.
Deep dish is so. I'm from Chicago. Deep dish. Ooh.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. I was born and raised in Chicago.
We just talked about where you were from earlier today.
I was
and
born
you did
and
not
raised.
say anything about Chicago.
10 years in Chicago, and then 11 years in North Carolina. All right. I was born. That's why I love pizza so much, man.
Get different
Chicago.
answer. So next week he's going to be from Florida.
Well, I'm from Seattle now, so
Well, there you
it's
go.
getting there.
I prefer a New York pizza.
Thin as shit.
Thin, folded up. Let's go.
Yeah.
What do you like? Do you like stuffed crust?
I do. My favorite is usually stuffed crust. I don't know. To me, I
Nailed it.
don't like. I'm with Dan. I like soft textures in food most of the time, and I don't like crispy. Like I don't care if it's thin, but I don't want it to crunch when I bite into the crust. Like that drives me crazy.
That's so deep dish is so good.
Right? Yeah.
What do you like then?
I like stuffed crust because it gives me a reason to eat the crust.
I always throw a crust away. Even when
Yeah.
it's stuffed though,
I
throw
love
it
the
away.
crust.
Really?
Yeah.
I love
hate,
it.
I hate the crust.
Wait, did you just say you throw stuffed crust away? Are you crazy?
Yeah, I do. I don't like it. I just don't like the
God.
crust.
I call them pizza bones.
Oh God. What I used to do, like when my parents would make me eat the crust,
I love the crust.
I would just take butter and just spread it over the top of the crust.
I
and
love
be like,
crust.
it's basically bread with butter.
Yeah.
And I would
mean,
just
that's-
just cover
That's
it
why I
in
like
butter.
breadstick.
That's why I like the crust. It's a free breadstick with every slice.
But like the cheese in it always tastes funky dunky. It's just like when I go to Mickey Donald's
Mickey Donald.
or
It's like a
Burger King. It's because I want them to still sponsor the show. So we gotta,
Yeah.
if I'm gonna talk shit,
Thank
whatever.
you, King.
Right.
I just don't like fast food processed yellow cheese. Like it tastes awful.
Yep.
Like I've thrown
I have
up from
never-
eating
I
an
know
egg
exactly-
and cheese biscuit.
I know the kind of cheese you're talking about. I've literally never seen that kind of cheese on a pizza. So how is that even relevant?
Well, just I don't. So there's a thing when you have cheese that's pre-cut, there is this preservative shit that they put on it, and that's what always tastes like ass.
It's an anti-caking agent.
And it's disgusting. It tastes like a raccoon's bowel movement. I was gonna stop there, but I was continuing.
Do you like mozzarella sticks?
I like mozzarella sticks.
It's basically
that-
what's in there. They just take that and put it in there.
Except it's been killed. It's just like tomatoes. When you cook them enough, the devil comes out of them.
I agree.
But like, yeah, mozzarella sticks, when you deep fry that, it's deep fried. That's part of it.
Yeah,
I mean,
mozzarella sticks are
that's part of it there.
It's hot cheese. It's amazing. Oh, so good.
I mean, I also like the, oh God, this motion right now. I also like the,
was like, oh.
that motion.
That's a weird motion.
You don't do this to a dick.
Well, you could.
Okay.
You could do anything to
I'm
it.
Bangs on your
trying.
country.
That
I'm
looked
trying to
like-
show what a cheese stick looks like.
looked
A
like
pu-
It looked like a sex egg
Fucking
reference to me.
string
Like-
cheese.
like-
Thank you.
Like
God.
he's holding the sex egg.
I love string cheese, and they don't put that preservative shit on the outside because it's sealed, like it's vacuum wrapped or whatever.
I like those little cheese wheels, like the little ones that you have to like unwrap.
Baby Bells?
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, Baby Bell?
Yeah. Ooh. Man, we are dropping so
We
many
are.
names
I
today.
Good Lord, are we not sucking the dick of corporate America so hard?
I
right
have
now?
a subscriber emote that is from a Baby Bell.
Yes,
cheese.
because it used to have them in bacon boxes. I remember that.
Oh my God,
cheese
corporate
ninja.
America must love us right now.
Yeah,
I think Bank of America's at the door wanting to give us a small business loan.
that's a good idea.
Like just fucking everybody wants. We're doing a good job today. Spicy versus not spicy. Now we talked about this, and I'm a complete pussy when it comes
And
to
there's
spice.
still a package of ghost pepper
They are,
chilies in my
In
office
here,
sent
in
to
Is there
us.
really?
Yeah, there
Sent
is.
to us
I'm
by
down.
Krusty Mustard.
I'm down.
I'm down to not do it.
I'm down. I'm just gonna die, but I'm down.
No, I mean, we need the right occasion, but it'll happen eventually.
Maybe we should do a
you like
scary,
that spicy?
spicy game.
I like spice that adds flavor, not that burns. Like,
Yeah.
if it's just, enough heat that it's not burning my mouth. I don't like pain.
Can we do that?
What?
Scary, spicy games? Like, we'll do a short game that we have to, like, take a ghost pepper before it.
Literally everything is wrong with what you just proposed.
Ghost pepper is a painful pepper. I
Scary
don't like that
game
one.
and hot.
Yes, because then you'd be like,
Why?
I don't know.
Now, I think it'd be fun to, and for certain definitions of the word fun, take the ghost pepper and cook it into stuff, but we have it'd be like spicy roulette, right?
Oh,
one of them is
yeah.
spicy, but we don't know which
Yeah.
one it is.
Yeah.
No, I just don't take that risk, dude. I will not eat. Fuck that. There's actually
I could
a YouTube
make
channel.
a chili and put the ghost pepper in one of the bowls.
No, you could not. Fuck, dude, no. There's a whole YouTube channel called
Hot pepper
Gaming.
Yeah, that's an awesome
Where they
awesome
eat
show.
peppers and then you have
They
to do a
do,
review.
yeah. They get like people from the games industry and
Yeah.
stuff.
It's a really
to
good
come
show. I
and
like
do
it. Yeah.
and do like legit reviews of stuff, but they have to eat the hot pepper at the beginning of it and read through the whole script.
I would eat like a green. Oh, I wouldn't because I hate green peppers.
They usually have like habaneros, I think. I don't know if they use ghost peppers. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I would eat like a.
Eating a whole ghost pepper can
What would I
actually
eat?
cause damage. That's,
I would eat like a peppercorn.
That is not even a pepper. That is a spice.
it's a
That's
seed.
what I would eat. That's pretty spicy though. So yeah, I would eat one of those.
Jalapeno's not too bad.
No.
I would not. I just don't do hot. Like I don't understand I don't understand why people like it. I guess it's just.
Jalapeno
It adds
is
flavor. I
like-
think
It doesn't.
It adds depth to
Jalapeno is
Okay,
like
I guess I don't
600
like
on
the
this
flavor of
list.
peppers to begin with.
Maybe that's
like I don't
why.
even like red peppers or green peppers or any of those.
Like I like it just because Dan said it adds like a depth and flavor to food.
It totally. There is a whole world of flavor on the other side of that pain wall.
Yeah.
Not even kidding.
I don't even need to cross it because I got my Hyson and my Aunt Jemima.
You will though. Just like you will play horror games. It will happen. The only variable is time.
All right, the last one: cereal versus toast. For who's gonna choose toast? Really?
Serial killer.
Yeah, it's obviously cereal.
No, yes,
Toast
cereal.
is so boring.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly,
do it one
toast
way.
with Nutella on it is fantastic, but they didn't say that. They said straight up
Toast.
toast. So I'm going to go with
and
cereal.
Toast.
Yeah. There's so many amazing cereals out there, like Fruit Loops.
I feel like cereal gives you a lot more options than toast does.
Yeah, it does.
Although I am a fan of jelly, so I do like
Yeah.
jelly.
Yep.
It's peanut butter jelly. Oh, you mean you want to put jelly on the toast?
Yes.
Peanut butter jelly.
There's a lot of different jellies, and I like jelly.
You know, apparently in Australia they don't put marshmallows in their Lucky Charms, and I'm thinking,
Excuse
who
me?
the fuck wants to live in
I've
Australia?
heard that in
Wait,
some grocery
Isn't
stores.
that the whole point of that cereal?
Yep. In some
Yeah.
grocery stores, you can just buy the marshmallows. They have bags or boxes of literally just the marshmallows.
Yep.
that
Of
come
Lucky
from-
Charms?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's look-alike. It's
Well, the thing
basically
is,
the same thing.
when I was a kid, I always had Lucky Charms every morning. I'd pour them into a bowl, and I would eat everything but the marshmallows. And so it would just be a bowl
And
of
then you just-
marshmallows, and it's like spoonful after spoonful of these crunchy marshmallows.
I do the opposite. I eat all the marshmallows and then force myself to eat whatever the crap is left. You know.
Like the
what-
weird ass
So you
Cheerios.
always eat the good stuff first.
Yeah,
and
all
then
so
oh,
colorful
wow.
and nice, and they go.
I
From
always save the
crunchy
good
to
stuff for
soft.
last. That's always been like my strat when eating, is always save the best for last. Maybe nobody else does that.
When I eat food, I like to go in order, so I don't like to mix a lot of stuff. I typically just like if I have mashed potatoes, carrots, green
my
beans, and like
God.
steak, I will eat them in order.
You're that guy who likes to have like a divided
Yeah,
plate.
I don't like when they
so
touch.
that when things touch, oh fuck!
Yeah,
it's
I
gonna
don't-
explode.
I don't like when they touch.
That's weird.
I am weird as shit when it comes to food.
Yeah.
There's probably actually a lot of people. My mom is like
Can
that. And
confirm, he
I think
totally
as a
is.
gag gift one year, I got her like a divided plate.
Oh, that's nice. That's
for her
actually a really
birthday.
kind gift. to
Happy,
give.
happy birthday.
Wow,
Here's a
you're
divided plate.
dick of a son.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway, we're gonna be at TwitchCon next week.
hype.
So the podcast will still be out, normal time and all
Emails.
that.
Send the emails because
Oh,
they're
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
be.
yeah, emails.
Yeah, make sure to send the emails.
Yep. Podcast at nerdfusion.tv.
What was that, Bacon? I didn't
That
hear
was
you.
podcast at nerdfusion.tv.
Did you hear him? Sev, I didn't hear him.
I did not.
That was podcast at nerdfusion.tv.
God, that was hot.
Yeah, that was really
Yeah,
nice.
that was.
If you just turn his bass up all the way.
Jesus Christ.
I almost
Yeah.
swallowed the mic for that.
We'll be at TwitchCon. Follow our social, all of our different socials, because we'll be posting a bunch of shit on there, I'm sure. And podcast will be live on Saturday, not Sunday next week. Saturday. I don't remember the time. It's Saturday afternoon though.
Yep.
When we'll be doing our podcast. I think it's around
And our
1:30
panel
or 2.
is...
Our panel is on Friday.
If you're going to TwitchCon, it's going to be on Friday.
And that also probably, I think, is live streamed.
And the signing is after the panel or after the
Signing
podcast?
is before or after the podcast. After the podcast.
Okay, so we do the live podcast, then we immediately rush over to be late for our
late for our own signings because they scheduled it weird.
So if you just follow us on Twitter at NerdFusion, you'll know where we're going to be at the entire time.
Yeah, we'll be like the Nerd Fusion official account will be tweeting out sort of an itinerary of where you can find
And
us.
another way to find that information is if you go to the official TwitchCon website. There's a tab for the streamers that are going to be guests there. All of our faces are there. If you click on our face of one of us, you'll see our schedule, and it'll have all
Bacon's, I think, one of the first because
I'm on the top
it's
row.
alphabetical.
Yeah.
And bam, Bacon.
B for
like-
bacon,
I'm like
D
the
for
third
Dan,
one.
Dub for waffle.
I'm way in the bottom. I'm just like,
Oh wait, aren't you G?
Yeah, I'm pretty close.
So
And
I'm
the
below.
the picture of my face was taken by Giant Waffle.
Yeah.
With
They
this
actually asked
massive
me to use a
camera.
lot of my pictures from that last event for TwitchCon, so it'd be interesting to see us all.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us on this extended version
It's
Yeah.
the longest one we've ever had.
of the
Yeah.
podcast, which I think it was fun. I mean, we don't want to
We still had more emails too,
stop
so it's
because
like
it's stopping. Yeah, we have more emails, but send yours in because we are going to want to answer some amazing emails live on stage in front of billions of people.
Yeah.
I think billions will be there.
yeah, billions.
Yeah,
And,
I mean, I don't know how it could be billions when there's only 8 million people in the world, but
Don't forget, I need to know how many dongers there are in this episode. Tweet at NerdFusion if you
Yes, tweet
counted.
at Nerd Fusion. The number of dongers.
Donger.
Donger.
Let's make it really confusing.
Does that count
Wait,
twice
let's make
'cause
it
you
really
said it at the
confusing.
same time?
Ready?
Wait. If you say it at the same time,
It's different.
Is
It's
that two?
Yes, it is. Ready?
donger.
Donger.
Okay, well that worked out really well.
All right.
Thanks for joining us. We will see you next week at TwitchCon.
Yay!
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Have a nice night, Dave.
Subscribe to the podcast and review and stuff. And bye.
Is that really how we're gonna end this?
Yep.
Oh God.